Вау, слушай, вот эта картинка топ.
Слушай, картинка, я в шоке, честно говоря. Ну, как будто прям глазами смотришь.
О, ни хрена себе, слушай, это выглядит лучше, чем я думал. Господи.
Я очень хочу еще раз. Ты прям ощущаешь, как будто ты правильно летишь, то есть ты как будто в дроне, только ты не чувствуешь себя. Ты чувствуешь, как ты держишь джойстик и очки, все.
This is DJI AVATA 2, the third iteration of the drone from DJI. To say that I like the drone will be an understatement. My 8-year-old son figured out how to make it fly without any problem, and the same day he taught my friend Max too.
Кайф. Короче, налево это курок и вот так вот, да? Вот это газ. Если я отпущу, он зависнет просто, да? Я между деревьями, смотри, пролетел впервые.
But I like this drone because it records video incredibly well. All these shots were taken with DJI AVATA 2.
Все, короче, продано. Беру.
If you have the idea to try flying FPV, now's the time. Control has never been this simple. The drone comes with a banana in the kit. Everything is very user-friendly.
Что?
Flying near people is safe. People are not afraid of it. The drone has propeller guards. You can see how well the drone shoots at night on the screen now.
Дэн, прием. Начинай движение. Давай!
The drone can be hand-launched and hand-landed,
Это было очень страшно.
almost like a pet.
И полетели.
In the DJI Fly app, you can watch the flight live, and it works wirelessly. This way I monitored my son's flights.
Отпусти курок, отпусти курок.
Ой, черт.
Ну ничего, бывает.
The kit with 3 batteries includes a branded bag with space for all the drone accessories. I'm a fan of quality bags and backpacks, and it's convenient to have something to store and carry it in. You can also use the bag as a takeoff and landing pad to avoid cutting grass with the propellers or blowing sand around.
Ну это вообще круто. Лучше, наверное, я с этого начинал. Кто бы что ни говорил, это тема вообще.
On the battery, the AVATA flies for an average of 15 minutes, which is a lot. Usual FPV drones fly from 4 to 6 minutes. The top kit includes the charging station and 3 batteries, which is at least 45 minutes of pure flight time. The station has an interesting feature. If you hold the only button, it will transfer energy from the most discharged to the most charged battery. So all the remaining energy gathers in one battery. And I use this thing constantly. With the new drone, DJI also released a new controller, which of course they forgot to include in the kit, and you have to buy it separately. They claim it holds a charge for up to 10 hours, and in fact, I don't even remember when I last charged it. The sticks unscrew and store inside. They're more solid now, and the controller is very light, weighing only 240 grams. There's an emergency stop button that, when pressed, will make the drone stop sharply and hover. There's a wheel for changing the camera angle, a start-stop video recording button, and a button for switching flight modes. The controller is compatible with all simulators, and so far only with the second AVATA and only with DJI Goggles 3. AVATA and I were at enduro training. I flew over lava sand at the foot of Mount Batur in Bali. The conditions were not easy, dust and sand flew into the camera, but AVATA endured the hardships and difficulties like a seasoned soldier. After such flights, I had to blow out the engines with a compressor to remove the lava sand that had magnetized to them. The goggles became more comfortable thanks to a pad that removes pressure in the nose. The picture looks 15–20% better than the results of the previous generation. There's an anti-fog function, but it doesn't make much sense because it's not activated by a separate button on the body or voice control, and navigating through the menu during a flight is not very pleasant. The battery in the goggles is non-removable and lasts for about a couple of hours, but I've never run out of it because the 3 drone batteries always run out faster. There are 2 cameras in the goggles body, and if you double-tap the right side of the goggles, you can simultaneously control the drone in the air and see what's happening around you. But I find it easier to press the stop button and lift the goggles. Overall, these are the coolest goggles from DJI in the entire history of our civilization. That's all you need to know about them. The DJI Fly app works with the drone, giving you access to all flight recordings, updates, and the ability to create video clips on the fly using built-in templates. The drone has 46 GB of built-in memory on board, and thanks to the app, you can connect and download files to your phone or clear space on the internal disk. And if you already have the previous version of the DJI controller and goggles, you can easily connect them to the second AVATA. Of course, one doesn't want to risk the drone too much, but if you're shooting for yourself, this is the best solution on the market in terms of price, quality, and overall performance. Shooting up to 4K at 100 frames, a great bright sensor, no GoPro needed, it flies for a long time, it returns by itself. The whole set is very compact for travel, you can't come up with a better option. There are sensors that help it navigate the space. As for the disadvantages, there are flight restrictions. You can't fly higher than 500 meters, and there are zones where AVATA simply will not take off, such as near an airport. You can argue about its repairability, but believe me, it's quite difficult to crash it. Subscribe to my channel and I'll be happy to answer your questions in the comments. May the force be with you. See you next time.
Будет только круче. Купи ее сейчас и станешь ты везучим.